Hello once again, everyone, and welcome to Kruznik Sanctuary. I'm your host, Kruznik X, alongside me, Leanne Vertigold.
Hello.
We are working our way through the Reflections in Crystal storyline. In the last episode, unfortunately, Thancred had fainted because his ether is all out of whack due to being just a soul separated from a body. And Cryle's doing all her best on this end, so we're gonna see what happens. We have to consult someone on some ancient Alagan bolt crap or another. So let's speak with Tataru and get done. Let's speak with Tataru and complete the quest food for the soul. How about that?
Chris? Could you spare a moment? While Cryle goes and finds this expert of hers, I mean. There's a gift I was hoping to send to your friends in the first, you see. And since we might be waiting a while, I wondered if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand with it. My first attempt turned out well, so now I'm going to make it properly. I'll be in the kitchen at the House of Splendors. Meet me there. Well, I had better be off too. I shall see you soon, either here or at the house, depending on how our patients fare in my absence.
Why do we have to meet Tataru at the kitchens? The kitchens always make me hungry.
This bread one.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they split Mordona into 3 different instances again because of all the people who are in here.
Yeah.
Damn, I haven't seen the instance marker in quite some time. But it's a nice change of pace. Alright, going up the stairs.
There you are, Chris. As I'm sure you've guessed, the gift is a bit of home cooking. Unlike Cryle, I can't do much to help our friends directly. But that doesn't mean I've been idle. No, I've been doing my best for the Order, taking on this job and that to keep our coffers full. I've even helped out with the Ishgardian restoration. And in the course of all this, my culinary skills have come on quite a bit. So I thought, why not make something for our friends? It's baking in the oven even as we speak. Shouldn't be long now.
I just hope this doesn't end up like her earlier endeavors. Lest we all forget how she's...
She can do anything.
There! Baked to perfection, even if I do say so myself.
It's... bread.
It's bread.
It's bread!
That's bread.
But not just any old bread. This here is old world bread. Archon loaf, to be precise. It's what they eat all over in Sharlayan. Simple fare, I admit. But I thought it would remind our friends of home. If nothing else, Cryle tells me it's a good source of ether. So it should lend them a bit of strength at least. That truly is nothing like the smell of bread fresh from the oven. Cryle! And if it isn't Rambros, too!
Well. I should have known her Alagan expert would be Rambros from the Sons of St. Koinok.
Now we know the reason why we should done the crystal card for this
Yep.
I trust you require no introductions either, Chris.
Greetings, my friend. Full glad am I to see you well. I confess I have a long list of questions to ask you, but I will endeavor to contain my curiosity for the present. I understand our mutual friend is struggling with the application of certain lagging technologies.
I have been keeping Rambros apprised of events in the first. Suffice it to say, he knows about the Exarch. If anyone alive can provide insight into this matter, it is him and his fellow sons.
Loath as I am to disappoint you after so glowing an endorsement, memory transference was the sole province of Erlagan royalty, its mechanisms closely guarded secrets. If any record of them remains, we have yet to find it. To wit, I regret that I can offer no solution to your problem. Which begs the question of why I bothered to come here, empty-handed as I am. The answer being, rather brazenly, to ask a favor. I would have you relay a message to our comrade. Tell him that we never doubted him. Never doubted that he would achieve all that he said he would. Those of us who remain behind have yet to play our part. But when the time comes, he may rest easy in the knowledge that we will most assuredly do so. And then, the tower shall shine once more as a beacon of hope, in this world and beyond. So tell him that we consider his duty done, and that he should follow his heart now.
Forgive me, but you do say this to discourage him from overexerting himself, or to encourage him to hold nothing back.
That is for a friend to decide. But either way, I dare say a certain someone will be unimpressed.
Well, there you have it, Chris. If you would be so good as to see Rambros's message and Tataru's bread to their intended recipients, along with my report, of course. Kryl? Before I wrap the bread up, would you mind giving it a try? Just to make sure everything is as it should be? But of course, I'm always happy to lend my taste buds. Excuse me, Rambros? As a fellow Charlian, may I trouble you for your opinion?
Well, I usually have mine with a good dollop of Rolandberry jam, but I suppose plain is best for sampling purposes. I see.
Oh no! Is it that bad? It is indeed, Hataru. Dense and unpleasant, exactly as it should be.
Just so! The very taste of home. As you might expect, our countrymen have amassed a wealth of culinary wisdom from every corner of the world. But our native cuisine is, shall we say, a little lacking. In Charlian, the majority regarded food as a source of nourishment rather than enjoyment. Save for those few who actually research the culinary arts, we pay little heed to the niceties of taste and texture. It was against such a gastronomic landscape that what is now called the Archon loaf was born. The creation of an Archon who devoted himself to the study of bodily sustenance. In order to maximize its nutritional value, he incorporated copious quantities of pulverized fish and vegetable matter into the dough, all with nary a care for those qualities which make bread enjoyable. The result is a flavor that continues to defy description. I would like to see the person who thought to put pulverized fish and vegetable matter into dough.
Good.
I something makes me want to try this. Is that weird?
I don't.
I mean, I would love to see what makes this bread so incredibly bad. If only to say I fucking tried it.
Maybe the fish?
Yet, for its many shortcomings, the loaf's nutritional value cannot be denied. And being a damnably convenient way to cater to one's bodily needs, it quickly found an audience amongst busy scholars. Why, when I was a kid, not every meal was a sandwich made with this very bread and whatever ingredients happened to be on hand.
I suspect just about every Archon could say the same. Having been away from home for so long, I thought I might have forgotten the taste, but no, it's all too familiar. How it takes me back.
If there is enough, perhaps you can spare some for the Exarch. He is certain to appreciate it.
Oh, there's plenty to go around. I'll be sure to rack up an extra slice. Chris, when you deliver the loaf, please be sure to send everyone my regards. Tell them we're doing everything we can, and that we'll be praying for their safe return until the moment they get back.
Alright. Back to the ocular. Though I will admit I don't feel like teleporting to the ocular, so I'm gonna do a little...
Abuse the flying.
I'm gonna abuse the flying.
Abuse the fly. Join the dark side.
Oh, now my freaking... Man, it is laggy up in this bitch.
Welcome to my world.
Okay, where is the dude? Oh, shit. Now that I think about it, how many of the Moogle tomes do I still have? 58, which means I can get one more writing. I can get one more writing map, and it's gonna have to be the Kurthus map. Yeah, and the Moogle Tombstone event isn't going anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome back, my friend. How's your journey? By the 12! Archon loaf! However did you come by this? I swear it had come straight from Charlian. Rambo said that, did he? His words are very nearly as heavy as the bread, but I appreciate the sentiment. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry that which I seek to do. Oh. Should you have the chance, you may tell him that he needn't worry. That which I seek to do, I do of my own volition, and with all my heart. In pursuing this path, I fully expect to learn the censure of our friends, and to deserve it. But I shall forge on regardless. Forge on as yourself did when faced with a similar predicament. So I ask that you have faith in me, in what we do. But we were talking about your journey. Before the others arrive, I would hear how their bodies fare. Oh, and the bread I shall save for later. Though it has been many years, I have not forgotten the feats of mastication required to consume it, nor how unconductive they are to conversation. He's not gonna eat it.
Maybe.
Or he's gonna gulp it down in one bite to avoid the taste.
Forgive the delay.
I think you can put something.
We have visited every region and confirmed the presence of Scions throughout the realm. Lest a grave predicament be made to seem hopeless, it should be noted that they are of inferior rank. The black masked minions who answer to the red.
I was wondering where all the Ascians went.
A gaggle of schemers attempting to exploit recent events, to sow the seeds of petty conflict. Fortunately, nothing of any great concern has come of their meddling just yet.
We also encountered a number of the Crystarians' former defenders, busily solving this problem and that in a bid to become warriors of light.
Their zeal is to be applauded. 'Tis but a pity I cannot encourage them on their course.
Not knowing Elizabeth set them upon it, no. Both the troubles to be solved and the villains to be vanquished are his doing too, like as not. And so, with apologies to the aspiring warriors of light, I believe it best that we deal with the Ascians quickly and quietly.
I quite agree.
But tell us, what news from the source? How fare our bodies?
I'm sorry, but... well enough, though time is not on our side.
Indeed. Heartening though it is to know we can stay a while longer, returning home must remain our priority.
This seems an appropriate moment to ask about the spirit vessel. Have you made any progress?
We have, as it happens. One moment.
I hope this is good news.
The red stones. Then this doth mean...
For the benefit of all, permit us to explain. As you will recall, using white auracite as our starting point, we fashioned a vessel for mind and memory both. Yet, though it served this purpose admirably, the process of imbuing it with one's complete essence proved a somewhat thornier proposition. Simply put, the memory would not accompany the mind. And so, we looked to the Allegans' mastery of memory transference for a solution.
This approach was not without its own complications, however, relying as it does upon blood, which inanimate objects, notably, do not possess. We duly explored methods of suffusing the vessel with drops of the aforementioned. Alas, our painstaking experimentation succeeded only in making me feel faint, and singularly failed to imbue the crystal with the necessary properties. It was then that an idea occurred to me, namely that we might fuse the vessel not with normal blood, but with my crystallized essence.
That explains a lot.
You're doing this for our sakes. So far be it from us to complain. But don't think we haven't noticed what's happening to your arm.
It falls well short of offering up my life in exchange for yours, which was your only stipulated prohibition, as I recall. And it is but a small price to pay for delivering you home.
Assuming it works, we shall soon know if this grisly addition will serve as a suitable conduit for the subject's memory. Though not soon enough to warrant your waiting. The test is like to take a while.
Let us be off then. We have Ascians to attend to, among other things.
Okay.
Forgive me, but I count 6 vessels, and there are only 5 of us.
One is for testing purposes. I will personally use it to see whether the crystal functions as it should.
And if it does, wouldn't that mean that your soul could also return to the source?
Yes. In theory, at least. But there is a distinct difference between your circumstances and mine. While your corporeal forms want for souls, my past self does not. Mayhap our essences would blend, or mayhap they would curdle. There is no telling what might occur.
And you'd be willing to take that risk?
Claro.
I would.
Oh dear.
I see.
And off she goes.
It's trouble after trouble after trouble.
You do know that that was just akin to saying, I'm probably going to kill myself doing this, but I don't give a fuck?
Yeah. But you better not kill yourself. Okay, I'm not going to kill myself. You know what? I'm going to kill myself.
Well, I promised you I wasn't going to kill myself, but this experiment may very likely kill me, so... Win-win?
Like I said, I was not going to kill myself, but I'm going to do this so basically do the same thing.
Alright. Ah, great, it's raining in the frickin' Crystarium. Well, let's talk to Urianger. Hast thou a moment, Chris? I would speak of thee on the matter of the Exarch's mooted return unto the source. Thou wilt have observed that our friend spoke not in certainties, yet if Beck-Lug have the right of it, 'tis possible to predict the outcome of his plan with some confidence. And it is their assessment that, given the opportunity, the Exarch's soul should successfully merge with that of his younger self. Which is not to say the process is without complications. For one, the Exarch hath been subjected to an additional rejoining, an experience which will have wrought a change in his ethereal composition. As thou thyself didst demonstrate in merging with Ardbert, however, there existeth an affinity twixt the like souls, and this doth give us cause to hope. Yet there remaineth one immutable condition upon which success doth hinge. The Exarch must needs recognize his past self as simply that, himself. As our recent travails have demonstrated, memories are essential to the soul. Any discrepancy in the former may feasibly cause the latter to spurn its former flesh. 'Tis a seemingly simple yet complex problem. For nigh on a century our friend hath striven only to deliver this realm, to deliver thee, and to that singular end did he cast aside his very name, that he might assume the mantle of the Crystal Exarch. Henceforth, none can say what choices our friend will make, but I thought it only right that thou be made aware of these truths. Well, good to know. Alright, the next quest will be the level 80 quest, Faded Memories. We'll continue that in the next episode. Thank you to Leanne Bertigold for joining us.
I'm muted again.
And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the show. If you're watching this on Twitch or live from PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button, be sure to turn on notifications so you're well informed, and be sure to subscribe to me for access to exclusive videos and live streams. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more by me, click here to watch the next episode, and click here to watch the previous one.